G'day, everybody. Long time no see, but this live is just going to be about catching up with everybody and talking about a few crime-related things. After all, that's what my channel is supposed to be about. But in saying that, I don't know who's here so far, but I'm assuming my mum is somewhere in the background watching. And if you are, hello, mum. And hello to the other person who is there as well. There's two people in here so far, but neither one of you are saying anything. So I'm assuming one of them's my mum. I don't know. But tonight, like I said, it's just going to be about catching up with everybody, see how everybody's going, letting everybody know that I haven't gone anywhere. I've just taken a much needed break, and after tonight, I'll be taking another one because, YouTube world can be very, very draining and very, very exhausting. And so I may or may not be joined by my little brother. Let's see how we go. But like I said, I'll give you a little bit about what's been happening with me. I've been going through a little bit of, depression, but, that happens. Good news and bad news. My hand is feeling better than it has in ages, which is absolutely awesome. I was offered cortisone, but after speaking to my GP, which is my general practitioner, my doctor, he explained it to me that it would be best if I don't, because I gave him all the reasons why I don't want to do it because of the fact that the side effects outweigh the good. And so for looking out for my own health and, all that sort of shit, I chose not to do it because at the end of the day, cortisone is supposed to be an option before you have surgery, from what I've been told and informed about. And so to do it after the surgery and knowing that it can cause numbness, it can cause basically from what I've figured out in my head, the side effects were basically just reverse what I had done for the surgery. Anywho, moving on from that, what happened is that I started taking ibuprofen, not a lot of them because I don't want to get addicted. I took two on Sunday night before I went to sleep, and I haven't been in much pain since, which is an absolute hey, kitty witty. I haven't been in much pain since. On Tuesday, I was feeling a little bit of pain, but nowhere near as much. Hey, Sonia, how you doing? And so what happened there is that I, like I said, took two ibuprofens on Sunday night. I didn't feel any pain all through Monday, which was awesome. Didn't feel any pain until about 2:30, 3 o'clock on the Tuesday. But then what happened is that I find that when it's hot weather, like it's still here, it is here in Adelaide, it's still freaking hot as anything. I found this stuff that, hey Atanata, how's it going, sweetheart? I found that they have this stuff over here. I don't know if they have it over there in the States or wherever everyone's from, but they have this stuff called ice gel, and it basically it freezes. Well, it doesn't freeze it, but it cools down the part that's hurting. But I didn't want to use that because, I use my hands for a lot of things when I can. But instead I found the ice gel, but I found it in a spray. And I found that stuff has actually really been a blessing in disguise. It's actually helped me a lot. Hey Matt, how you doing, sweetie? So yeah, I started using that, and again, I use that instead. I don't touch the ibuprofen. I haven't touched them since, like I said, Sunday night, and I've been using the spray since Monday, but I use that in conjunction to doing the ibuprofen. I spray that on where it's hurting, and I get actually a peaceful night's sleep without waking up in the middle of the night in pain, and it's awesome. So even though it's expensive to buy, I'm going to continue buying that. I'm not going to have them inject me with, because see, the thing is, I hate needles. All right. And when I was in hospital many moons ago, I had pneumonia, and because I've got the this thing in my arm called the implanon, they were concerned about clotting. So they would come in occasionally because I couldn't leave the bed. They would come in every 10 hours, and I was in there for about a week or so, I think. they would inject me with this stuff so that way my blood wouldn't clot because I was in bed for a lot. So I, I've never been a fan of needles, ever. And like I said, looking at all the ins and outs of the cortisone they wanted to give me, like I said, the pros were less than the negative cons, because I did not want to, have numbness in my hand, tingling in my hand, and the fact that it could potentially damage the tissue around my veins. It could cause deterioration. I don't know if that's like after a lot of cortisone injections or just the one. I don't know, but I wasn't prepared to risk it, so I didn't go ahead with it. So I'm fine. I'm fine. Thank you, though, Adanasa. But like I said, it comes down to that. Like I said, my hand is feeling a lot better than it was when you guys last heard from me. It's great that it's not hurting as much, and I find myself being able to do a lot more than I could say this time a month ago. So that's what's new. But like I said, I've been going through a little bit of depression. I've been feeling a little bit down. The 23rd of last month was the anniversary of one of my close friends who passed away. Oh, tell me about it, utter nutter. And from the 23rd of February until about the 5th of March, I'm not necessarily the best company. So instead of coming on here and complaining and whinging, because that's not what you guys want to hear. I'm sure you guys don't want to hear that about what I'm going through. And like I said, I was going to do a live on the anniversary of my friend's passing, but I spent most of that day in tears because I just miss her so much. She was like a second mum to me, and I loved her very, very much, and I miss her every day. And I think that what makes it harder for me, because I never got to say goodbye. I've not been able to go see her grave because where I am, she's buried with her mum and dad and her brother in another state. So I don't have the funds, and with this COVID shit that's still going around, I don't have the means to travel. I don't have the money to even go over there to even know where to look for her cemetery where she's been laid to rest. But I think because, like I said, people like I've had a lot of loss in my life, as I'm sure a lot of you have had. When I lost my dad and I lost my grandmother and all that sort of stuff, it hit me like a freight train. But at the same time, it was not trying to sound mean when I put it this way. Their deaths were easier to overcome because I got a chance to say goodbye. I was able to go to their funeral and say goodbye to them, whereas I'm always here for you, utter nutter, especially in October if you need me, doll. Please know that. It comes down to, like I said, it's very, very hard when you don't get the chance to say goodbye. You feel like and the fact that I was told a week after she died, and then even then I was told the wrong date. Now, where I live in conjacent to where she passed away, it's not even a 5 minute you're welcome. It's not even a 10-minute drive away. You know what I mean? And if I knew that she was back in hospital and she was actually, as I hate to put it as blunt as this, and I knew she was dying, I never would have left her side. I would have asked them to bring in a cot into like a bed or whatever for me to stay in there with her and stuff. I would have held her hand. It would have been hard to go through. It would have been no doubt about that. But at least then I would have had closure. And because, like I said, I don't know where her cemetery where she's been laid to rest is. I don't know pretty much. I don't know Melbourne well enough. I haven't been to Melbourne itself since 2008. So, no, me, it's probably changed a shitload since then. And I actually asked a friend who I'm no longer talking to, if she could, because, you can't really check an Uber or a taxi fare from, say, Adelaide to Melbourne. Like, in Adelaide, you can get fares for how much Adelaide's costing, but you can't get fees or fare estimations on other states here, which sucks. But I asked her to check, and it would cost me, I should say, close to about 200 and something dollars just to go out there in a taxi. In an Uber, it will cost like about 150 to 160, and that for me is very expensive, and as I have said before, it comes down to I don't have the money for that. I don't have the money to travel. I don't have the money to pay um, for petrol for someone to come over there with me in their um, you know yeah, yeah, you're very blessed to be able to do that. No, I didn't get a chance to say goodbye to my friend, and every single time her anniversary of her passing or her birthday rolls around, I might not show it outwardly, but inside I'm a wreck, and I feel very, very guilty because I do hold on to that sadness because I didn't get that chance. And before she passed away and stuff like that, we had a good talk and we told each other how much we loved each other and everything like that. But I feel as though even though we got that opportunity to do that, because before she passed away, from what I've heard, whether it's true or not, I don't know, because I've been told so many different things. Um, she was in a coma because she was dying of lung cancer and she was in so much pain. And when I would go visit her, she would have these syringes of stuff, and I had no idea what it was. When I asked her, she just said, "Oh, it's because I can't take large sips of drinks because it hurts my throat. I have to keep my fluids up by just taking a syringe of water." And now I don't know much about cancer. My grandfather on my mother's side and my grandmother on my dad's side, they both passed away from cancer. And at the time of their passing, my grandfather passed away when I was 13 or 12. I can't remember. I'm really, really crap with numbers. Anyway, he died in 1995, and I was too young to go to from what my mother's been telling me all this time. Um, I didn't understand all of it. So I believed her, and then I found out later that she was actually squirting morphine into her throat because she was in so much pain. And if I had known that, I wouldn't have made her talk so much. But that's my issue. And like I said, that is one thing I would love to be able to do and try my hardest, but to save up. But it's just so difficult because what happens is that where I could start saving, and then my lovely housing people could find something that is not up to their standards of cleanliness, and then I'll have to pay someone to come in and do it. That Oh, my friend Lee, she smoked quite a lot, and she said when we were last, she was coherent, I'll say, and everything like that. And I remember her. We went downstairs from the hospital, and she wanted some fresh air. And I said to her, I said, "I won't smoke around you." And she goes, "No, it's okay, you can." And then as I took one out, and then she goes, "Oh, can you give me one?" I'm like, "Oh, fuck no." And I didn't realize how bad or how sick she was. And she goes, "Oh, give me one." And I'm like, "No, you've got lung cancer, no way." And she wasn't on any breathing apparatus or anything like that. So she goes, "Oh, well, I'm dying anyway." And that's when it hit me that, I'm losing one of my best friends. And so that broke my heart. And, not being able to have, yeah, oh, shit. I'm so sorry to hear that, Kitty Witty. Kitty Witty, sorry. I'm so sorry, doll. It sucks. Because she went for I think they call them an MRI. I've got to just bear with me. I don't know all the names of those big machines, but she went for an MRI on her birthday, and she was fine. They didn't see anything, so they said she was fine. She went back a month later, and as they say, she went for another MRI, and she lit up like a Christmas tree. It was everywhere, and it was only about within a month. And I don't understand how they couldn't have picked up on it sooner. But you know, but yeah. But like I said, shit. It all started from leg pain. Fuck. All right. But that's why I haven't been around, guys. And also I've been going through a few other personal things, but I don't know if I want to talk about that at this very moment. And so yeah. So that's why I haven't been on here for about a month. I've been in and out of chats and stuff like lives, and I've been very interested in what people have been talking about. I don't pay, and because I can't afford it, I don't pay for the full StreamYard, so I only get 20 hours a month anyway. So, but what happens is a lot of people. I'll talk about this for a bit. I need to change the subject off her because if I don't, I'll start crying. And Kitty Witty, I adore you, sweetheart. I'm changing the subject because I don't want to upset you either. So, and anyone else who's been affected by a loss from a loved one from cancer. So I apologize. Thank you. Okay, there has been a video circulating on a lot of channels, and it was about the Nicole Kessinger video. And as we all know, we've only ever heard her in that interview. We've only ever heard the audio. And when we now see the video, it's interesting though that she's still wearing, even though the sleeves in this particular video, her sleeves are pushed up, she's still wearing a long sleeve top. And I've only watched bits and pieces of it because, like I said, I just haven't wanted to deal with it, with that, or with personally, without being too disrespectful, I haven't wanted to deal with anything. I've seen it, but like I said, I've seen bits and pieces. I'll see if I can find the video, and if I can, from a channel that will allow me to. I don't know who to ask, but it's on a few channels out there, and I think it was I don't know who actually finally got it, and I do apologise for not remembering the creator's name. But yeah, it was summer. It was in the middle of August, and it was apparently that particular. I don't know when she was interviewed in that particular incident, but the thing I find very interesting though is that she didn't seem to really give a shit. And when you see how the bit that I did catch is when she's talking about how she goes, "They were so little." Hey, Aussie True Crime, how you doing, sweetheart? You know, it's like she didn't look concerned as much as, like, say, a normal person would be. And it really pissed me off. Like I said, she looked upset, yes. But if you, whenever, like I said, I can't remember any creators off the top of my head who's actually played it in its entirety. But it's funny though, because when she's talking about something, she's always focusing on her dad. And she's looking over at her dad for sort of like, help me. And like the fact that there's been times, if you like the videos about how he gives her an alibi for Sunday. And I still think that that museum that particular day was closed. And if the thing that I find interesting is if she was as close to her dad, to have him in the interrogation room and at the park when she was getting interviewed and all the rest of that shit, how is it that she didn't remember when Father's Day was? Okay, I've got my brother joining me, guys, so please make welcome my little bro. Hey, Woo.
Hello.
Hello. We're just talking about what I was talking about, and yes.
Oh, yes.
But like it. Oh, hey, Iris. How you going, sweetheart? You spelled my name wrong, but it's all good. I'm in a good mood today. I'll let it slide.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Yes. Hello,
Yeah, so
Tammy. Hello, chat.
Yes, there's a few newbies in here that I haven't seen in here for a while, or haven't been in here for a month. I was just explaining why I haven't been here, and I was just then brushing a little bit on the what do you call it? The Nicole Kessinger video that's been circulating around, and how I found it sus how she kept on looking to her dad for guidance on what to say and all the rest of it, and how she reckons that to have him in the room with her and at the park when she was getting interviewed, I just found it very interesting how she would have to have a close relationship with him, but at the same time, if that was the case, how could she not remember when Father's Day was? Is
Mm,
True Aussie True Crime says hello.
I see that.
Are you? Oh, well, say hello back. Don't be rude.
Hello. Well, I did say hello, chat. So
Yeah, I know, but we're time. Anyway, but no, but like I said, I find that very interesting.
hello, Penny. Welcome.
I would, oh, Penny, hello, darling. That is the Penny, I think it is. I don't know, but she's spelling her name with an IE, so I don't know if it's the Penny I'm thinking it is. I don't know if it's Penny Blake. I apologise if you're not, but hello, Penny. And Iris, I will try my best too. Okay, because you can't sleep, I will talk about what I was going to talk about maybe another time. But yeah, like I said, yeah, I just think, like I said, it's just that particular video for me is very, very sus. They didn't release it for all these years, and then suddenly they release it, and it's like it's turned YouTube into a frenzy. Oh, the Nicole Kessinger video you've all been waiting for. Well,
If no one knew about it, why has everyone been waiting for it?
because they've only ever released the audio, and people are
Mm.
like, we want to be able to see the video because better. I mentioned in the beginning of the video how I took some ibuprofen on Sunday, and then until about Tuesday, about 2 o'clock, I had a little bit of pain, but I bought some of this ice spray, ICE spray, and since then the pain's fine, and I was offered a cortisone injection, but the cons outweighed the cons, so, and that's something they're supposed to offer. Uh, oh yes, I heard about that. I'm so sorry to hear that. I don't. Okay, here's the thing I don't get though. Why would Frankie Jr. release it? Why would he have a copy of the videos or the interrogation videos? I don't understand why he would have a copy of that. I don't think the police go, oh, on December, for Christmas in 2018. I don't think the Colorado police gift wrapped it a box set of the interrogation videos and said, here you go, Frankie Jr. I'm not saying that to be disrespectful, but I'm just saying I don't understand that. And Iris, my heart goes out to you, sweetheart. I hope you're okay. I was watching your live the other day when you were crying about it. And honey, you're stronger than that. And I know that you're strong and you'll be fine. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, well, I just think it's really sad that, like, I've got nothing against anybody who wants to make money on YouTube. I myself am trying to make money on here. But the thing is, though, what upsets me is that when people say they're not in it to make the money, but yet they're more than happy to, put up super chats, super stickers, and all that sort of shit. And there are people out there who do like fundraisers like it's going out of fashion. And no disrespect to the people that do that, they're the ones that get the help, and the people that get that help are the ones that 9 out of 10 have jobs and can afford to do that sort of stuff. Whereas me, I'm unemployed and I'm on a pension, and the only thing I've got is that it helps me hopefully get donations is I put my PayPal link in the description. You know what I mean? That's the only thing that I can do. And, because now that I'm over 500, I can start doing 500 subscribers. I can start doing polls and stuff, but I can't start doing super chats and super stickers. And I don't even think I want to do that either. I see it as that I'd rather do PayPal because then it's just a once off for people to donate if they choose to. But just remember, Iris, as much as this is going to sound weird, hang on, people come in and out of your life. The ones that make you cry aren't worth shit. You know, I've cried over so many people in my life, it's uncanny. And most of those people aren't in my life anymore, not because I kicked them out of my life, it's because they chose to leave. And because 9 out of 10 times it's because of a fuck up I did, or it's because of, you know, other reasons. But either way, there have been people that I've kicked out of my life for, you know, because they were bringing me down. They were making me feel insecure and worthless about myself. So some people walked away, and some of those people that have, I'm grateful for that, because then I didn't have to do it. And you know, I made a decision. Oh, okay. Okay, well, I hope that he gets the help that he needs, Iris. I really do, sweetheart. Because I'll be honest with you, when you were with him, you glowed, sweetheart. I didn't know what you were like prior to knowing Lewis, but I see that you would be happy when you would pray together. And I'm not a praying person, but I send prayers his way that he gets the healing and the recovery goes smoothly for him and it goes well. And if you are meant to be together, sweetheart, you will be. Penny, are you the Penny that I know?
Thank you, Utter Nutter. It was a very weird tasting apple, but yeah.
Oh, you're eating an apple. Okay.
I
Sorry.
was, yes.
Why was it weird tasting?
No, it just was.
Okay. But like I said, you know, just, man. Sorry, it's just so fucking hot here. And like, you came in, like, I went shopping yesterday and my brother helped me in, and we walked out to go to undercover to wait for our ride home. And the funny thing is, we walked out and it was just like spotting raining. And then as the time went on, we walked out to the car and we got drenched. So, you know, but like, and another thought it was corn. Ew. But,
No, it was an apple, and this is a pear. And I got the last of my grapes.
oh yes, great. Mine are in the fridge getting cold again. But no, but like I said, you know, it comes down to, like I said, there are people that come in and out of your lives, and they come into your life for a reason, a season, but they leave without a reason. And sometimes we're given those reasons when we really think about it and listen carefully. And
Oh, here you
sometimes,
go. I'm a
yes.
mod at Red X, a member at Dave's. We've seen each other in chats, Tammy.
Oh, okay then, cool. Thanks, Penny. Yeah, so as I was saying, you know, I find it very, very interesting how, you know, like I said, you know, when you do lose someone, whether it's from them passing away or them walking away, it doesn't matter if you've known the person for 5 minutes or 5 years or even 5 decades, you know, it can still hurt. And I'm not saying that, you know, the pain goes away or anything like that, but all I'm going to say is, Iris, is if you, as much as you might not want to take my advice, because my
But
advice the
she
best
did
time.
say she did say they might get back together once
Yeah,
he
I know.
recovered.
That's what I'm going to be saying with this bit of advice. Whatever you do, Iris, as much as you love Lewis and how much I hope you guys can work it out, just promise me something, that you'll keep a piece of your heart for you, you know, a massive piece. Because then that way, without sounding horrible, if it falls apart again, yes, it will hurt like crazy, but you'll have that missing piece to be able to put yourself back together again. Because I can guarantee that, well, not guarantee, but I've got a feeling that when you love someone yourself, Iris, like I do, when you love someone, you love them wholeheartedly, you know what I mean? And when they hurt you, it hurts that much more because, you know, you feel like your heart's shattered into a million pieces. Whereas if you love someone with the majority of your heart, they hurt you again, you hold that piece that is going to be the piece that puts yourself back together again. So, oh, okay. Sorry, Iris. But just remember, sweetheart, you did it because you knew you couldn't. You know what I mean? You took a brave step. And from I'm not going to go into details here because it's not my place to say. But from what I've heard about what you've been through, we've been through very similar like backgrounds.
Did
And
you just
for
say
you to
something
be
to
up,
me?
okay, well done, Iris. Amen. But like I said, you know, from what you've been through and I've been through in the past, we have that in common. And I just think it's incredible that you had the strength to walk away this time. You know what I mean? Because you know your loving God is so much stronger than your love in anybody else, as you just mentioned in chat. So, for what it's worth, Oris, you're an amazing person. And I might not go into your chat much, and I apologize for that because some of the time when I'm half asleep, I'll listen. And like I'm trying to put you to sleep now as you asked me to. Sometimes your voice puts me to sleep and I miss things. And so I'm trying my hardest to watch replays, but been a bit preoccupied the last few days or a few weeks, sorry. But anyway, Andy, would you like to talk about what I suggested?
I'm not fussed.
Okay. All right. Because this is, as you all know, supposed to be a crime channel. I don't want it to be just be about crime, so don't worry, it's not going to be just crime shit. Because there's a lot of other channels out there that actually cover the true crimes. What I want to discuss for a little while, if it's all right with all of you guys, is that I would actually like, that's awesome, Iris. What I would love to discuss is what goes through the mind of a serial killer. Just for a little while, because I do need to brush on some crime stuff throughout my lives so that people don't think, oh my God, she never shuts up. Does she ever talk about true crime? I am now. Okay. When you think about it, when a serial killer, I think from what I can remember from what I saw in a documentary, they said a serial killer is someone that kills more than two people. All right. So see how that works out. But still, I would love to know in chat and from you, Andy, what do you think goes through the mind of a serial killer? Because, you know, for me personally, sorry, I'll ask you what you think first. What do you think goes through the mind? Like, name a serial killer that you know of and then explain what you think went through the mind of that particular serial killer.
I wouldn't know. Well, you can't really go, oh, I'm going to wake up one day and go, I'm going to go on a killing spree because it's just weird. Because people get random spurts and got random disabilities and everything and random mental health problems that people don't know about. And they think, oh, we'll just put it down to this or we'll put it down to that. So it can be a whole range of things, to be honest.
Mm.
So, mm. But some people get the thrill of one person can go out and kill one person, and then they get the thrive of it, and they get the bug, and they get the itch, so they go out again and they not how can I coach someone into coming back to their house or going with them to somewhere or something like that, and then they kill again, and then it just goes on from there, or they marry into yeah. Like Iris just said, all serial killers are following Satan. Could be, yes.
Yeah, well,
But,
okay. Sorry, go on.
so it could be a range of things that could kill people, make people want to kill.
No. I didn't say what do you think makes them. I said, what do you think goes through their mind, as in, like, when, like, for example, you've heard of Ted Bundy?
Yes.
Okay. Now, he killed, I think, over 20 women. Now, the thing with that is it makes me think that when he was like, when he would pick them up in his car or when he would just, wherever you would find them, it makes me wonder, was there ever a point in time where, hang on,
It could be a range of things that could go through their
yeah,
mind.
but like I said, I would just love to know, like, there are some serial killers that go, like you said, go on a murderous rampage. And I was listening to, this is how weird I am. I can listen to stuff about serial killers as I'm going off to sleep and sleep like a baby. I try listening to relaxing music and it keeps me awake. So, I was listening to this one murderer turn around and say straight out that there was this one time when he killed a bunch of prostitutes. And he was saying that there was a time where he wasn't sure about a few people. Like, there was this one woman who said that she's just trying to make a living and support her family because her husband recently passed away or something. And, the kids only had her. And this particular serial killer, I can't remember which one it was, but this particular serial killer decided to let her go. You know what I mean? So it makes me wonder, like, what goes through the mind of a serial killer to think like that? And then there's other ones who go, oh, I was brought up with a bad family. I was brought up with, dysfunctional parents. I was brought up with an alcoholic father and a mother who didn't pay attention. Now, I'm not saying this to sound disrespectful to mum. If you're listening, I'm sorry. But I grew up with a father who drank a lot. I grew up with a mum who didn't give me the time of day, and I'm not a serial killer. My mum and dad used to fight quite often. And I'm not a serial killer. Annie's not a serial killer. Our older brother looks like a serial killer. And our older sister looks like someone that if you looked at her long enough, you'd actually want to throw up till you wanted to die. But you know what I mean? It's just like, you know what I mean? So it makes you think, how many of these serial killers out there then choose, instead of taking the responsibility for themselves and going, yeah, okay, I did it, and this is why, they choose to then say, oh, but it was my parents, the way they brought me up, the way that they treated me, the way that I got bullied at school. Andy and I got bullied at school. Again, we're not serial killers. We've, as far like, we've both
It could be
done
a range
dope.
of things, though.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, it makes you wonder though if, like, when people do actually get caught, like, are they, like, why not just admit it? But the thing is, I look at it as they won't admit it, because if they do, then they're going to jail or they're going to receive the death sentence. But in saying that about the death sentence, do you think it's fair? This is for chat as well. Do you think it's fair that if serial killers or people that kill other people, do you think that it's fair for them to lose their lives? Because you think you kill a bunch of people, excuse me, you put to death by the lethal injection. Whoever is administering those needles, or a needle, I don't know how many go in, it makes me wonder, can we call those people murderers too, because they're actually killing a human being?
No.
But they are killing someone,
They
you
are
think
killing
that,
someone,
yeah,
but
but
they
the thing is
cause.
though, that it's like two wrongs don't make a right. You're killing someone who went out and killed someone else. So what gives them the right to do that if the other person went out and killed Jack Frost down the road? You know what I mean? Like, they've
But
sentenced
there,
him.
but the thing is, just say he killed someone by clobbering him to death, right? The way the
Mhm.
lethal injection's done is a humane way of doing it, because it's about, I think it's about 3 or 4
Yeah, but
needles
it's
that go
still,
into
yeah,
you.
I agree, but it's still murder.
It's not. I don't think it is.
All right. Can someone please in chat okay, put a 1 in chat if you agree with me that if you kill someone and then you go to jail and you're given the death sentence, basically the person who's doing whatever to the person who is dying, the killing, do they think it's right, or do you think they should just spend the rest of their time in a hole in the ground and an underground jail, if you will, and then get a bunch of fatty boombas, myself included, to jump up and down, and then they're buried alive? But then, I'll be a murderer too, so I can't talk. But what I'm saying,
You take a life, you give your life. That's how I see it as.
Mm.
They say
Hang on.
about you shall
Sorry,
not judge
Iris.
it.
Sorry, stop, just hang on a sec. Sorry, Iris just said he is full of shit, and I'm trying to think that Iris doesn't normally swear, so I'm trying to figure out who she's referring to. Iris, honey, if you're still in here, who's full of shit? And Asanasa, that would have taken a lot of courage, honey, to be able to forgive the people who had caused your loved one's death. If you can, that's amazing. I'm sorry, but I find that incredible. Mm. But no, like I said, I just think that yeah, you take a life, you give a life, you give. Hey, Donnie, how you doing, sweetheart? But like I said, it comes down to that. I don't think it's fair. You know what I mean? Like, excuse me. I don't know. I just think that the justice system in a lot of the countries is fucked.
I think that they should bring back some kind of capital punishment here in Australia.
Like which ones for what? Okay, for what crime do you think fits with what capital punishment you reckon they could bring back?
Murder for one.
All right, what do you
Because
think the
hear me out. Because in Australia, if you get thrown in jail for life, that's about 20 years or so. So that it's not actually life. You can get taken out of jail again and just be in the community. Um,
and
so you know,
reoffend?
and reoffend, and then get thrown in jail, and then reoffend, and it doesn't end.
Hmm.
Hello, Donny. Welcome. Um, but there is a show coming to Australian TV, and it's going to be hosted by Danny McCormack, if you know who
Who's
that
that?
is.
Who's that?
Danny McCormack.
Do you mean Daniel McCormack?
No, Danny. She was
Who's?
B. Smith.
Well, that's Danielle McCormack, Andy. You might want to be more specific.
Hello, Danny. Danielle.
You
Anyway,
got to remember, but you got to remember, Danny can also be a guy's name, so you got to be more specific, hon.
anyway, she's going to be hosting the show. I don't know when it's airing. I need to watch the whole interview, but it's going to be. This is a question for the chat.
Yep.
Um, would you house a criminal if they got out of jail? They served their time in jail, and
Be more specific into which.
that's what.
Okay,
Hit me out. They just say they did an armed robbery and they murdered someone, or
then
they
the answer to that would be no. I would not house them.
stole a car they for armed robbery. Just put it that way. So they served their time. Just say it was 5 years they got. They served their 5 years and they need to get back on their feet. Until they get back on their feet, would you house them?
No.
Someone said, Kitty Witty says not a chance.
Penny just said. So the question is killing ever justified? No. Self
No,
defense. Mm, someone's like, I don't know.
Atanasa
Asanasa
says
says no. No. So I want to try and include chat when like I'm doing this because I don't want them to think they joined my chat and then they're ignored. So
yeah, I
I
know.
appreciate you. All 15 of you that are in here, thank you.
Where's Matt?
He's teaching.
Oh, fair enough. How can you play God? True.
Donnie reckons everyone that deserves a second chance.
I do agree with that, but um, yeah,
I personally think that No, I don't think I would ever house a criminal. I don't think I would have it because no.
Yeah. Okay, can you hang on a sec?
Yeah, yeah. Mute yourself if you're going to be doing something in the background, Mike.
Ugh.
I hope that this chat isn't boring you guys, but thank you to every single one of you that's in here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Feels like I never left, but I did. Exactly right, utter nutter. Only God should be able to take a life. I agree. Unless the law sentences them to death. LOL. Okay. Oh, fucking hell. But like I said, I do want to talk a little bit more about this, and then we'll turn on to something a bit more upbeat because it's been all a bit Danny Downer, so to speak. But no, it's very interesting. Like, okay, here's a question for the chat while Andy's disappeared for a bit. If you could, oh, he's back, so I won't ask it.
No, you can ask it. What?
Oh, I was just going to say, do you think it's fair for them to the death sentence or death penalty for drug trafficking? Do you think that's appropriate?
Well, if you're not personally, I think if you're bringing drugs into a country that is known for a drug country, throw them in jail. But if you're caught, how can I put this? But also, if you're smuggling drugs out of a country, is there any point of throwing them into your system's jail? Because there's
They're
no point.
taking it out of, yeah, but the thing is,
They're
though,
taking
yeah,
it.
well,
They're
out of
taking
your
it out.
country.
Yeah, they're taking it out of your
What is
country.
that noise?
It's my phone.
Okay, sorry. It's annoying.
Yeah, they're taking the drugs out of your country. So there's no real point of going, hey, we're going to throw you in our jail now. I'll turn my
Hmm.
phone on silent.
Or put it on vibrate and put it in your pocket. Sorry, bad joke. But
That's
no,
does
okay.
before.
I want you to stay up here so don't get annoyed when I do this. If there's anyone that wants to come up on panel, let me know. I'll drop my StreamYard link into the chat. But if there is anyone, just let me know and I'll drop it in there. If there's no one, then I won't. But no, I just think that personally, like if you kill someone, I think personally you should be, or sorry, I take this back, and this is a trigger alert for people. I personally reckon if you're a male and you rape someone, you should be castrated, if that's the right word. But then I've got to remember, though, you can do a lot of other things, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Andy is popular. Am I?
Yeah.
I didn't think I am.
Well, your phone was going nuts, so you kind of are.
It's just Twitter.
Oh, good old twit. But, yeah. What was I saying? Fuck. I can't remember what I was saying.
Oh,
But yeah.
you were saying that if you
Oh,
rape
okay.
someone, they should be catheterized.
Yes. What's the word? I think that's the word.
Just get your nuts cut off. But there's other ways to do it too.
Yeah. But at the same token, though, what happens if a woman rapes a male? Like you can cut the privates off a dude, but if a woman rapes a man, what's the punishment for her?
Mm.
So I'm not like being sexist by just saying only men rape, because women do as well. Castrated. I said, what did
Yes.
I say? I said castrated. Fuck. Yeah. Thank you guys. But like I said, it just, yeah. If anyone wants to pop up, there's the link just between utter nutters, yes, and castrated. There's no pressure. Don't feel like you have to. You don't have to show your face at all. You just have to, like, but feel free if you want to pop up and join the panel and have a good chit chat with my brother and myself. Please feel free. If not, it's all good. But like I said, I just find it very, very sad though that there's people out there who, I won't say it as in like a screw loose, because they think, like, the people that find the thrill of killing, they find it's like an ecstasy. It's ecstasy to them. Like, I find that, if, like, okay, I'll admit this, there was a time many, many, many years ago, my brother and I, we lived together, and he pissed me off so badly that I actually punched him in the arm and I hurt him. And oh my God, I felt and I felt bad for it. You know what I mean? And to this day, I still feel bad for that. And that's like nearly fucking, 20 years ago. So for me, or less than 20 years ago. But either way, like I said, I still feel bad for that to this day, and it sucks. So, you know, how people can just go out there and feel as though, it's just disgusting. Like, okay, here's one for you guys. The other night, I was listening to this one crime that shocked Britain story, and this guy who was into drugs, and his sister basically kicked him, told him he has to leave her house, and he then ended up killing her, and for some reason cutting her up, and then basically bagging her body up and throwing it into a river or something. And I was listening to it, but then I must have fallen asleep, because then I had a really bad, bad, bad dream. And something happened to Andy, and I rang him and I said, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And I'm like, "Are you sure?" He goes, "Yes, I'm fine." "Why? What's up?" And I'm like, "Oh, I had this really fucked up dream." And yeah, so things like that freak me out and stuff. So when I hear stories like that, like Andy and I, as far as I'm aware, he's one of my best friends. Well, he is my best friend, and I might be one of his. I don't know, but we share this unique friendship that goes that we are brother and sister first, and because we are so close, we've chosen to be friends beyond being just brother and sister, if that makes sense. Like, we have a friendship as well as a family friendship, if that makes sense. Like, you don't have to always be friends with your siblings, obviously, but I'm very fortunate that I'm friends with both my mum and my brother. What is that?
Water.
Oh, okay, sorry. But yeah, so I'm
Because
very,
you're a
very
good,
blessed.
who's a good person, love? Who's a good person? Us and us is like because you're a good person. That could be for you, Tammy. They call you a good person.
I'm not that much of a good person. I can be a bitch when I want to be, and I'm the first to admit that. All right,
Have
can
to
you
get
cover
back
for
in.
me? Can you cover for me for a few minutes while I quickly just go do something I need to do?
Yes, I guess so. Off you
All right,
go.
I'll be back. I'll be back.
Okay, ta-da.
Ta-da.
Ta-da. Oh, so you're stuck with me, people. Fucked in. Nah, how are we all? We've been well because I haven't been, well, as Tammy hasn't been online, I haven't been around. So we've been all well and taking it easy and keeping healthy and keeping safe from all the COVID and now the mosquito virus from overseas that could be affecting your country and stuff. I don't know. But we're all well and keeping warm and cool. Now we're into a new season. We got? Has anybody got any highlights that's happened to them over the last 2 weeks? Anything good happened for you? Always like a good success story. Just cleaning my glasses so I could read some of the comment. Oh, oh, that's better. Oh, here we go. What's my latest dish? Oh, I haven't really cooked any because I've been having these healthy meals that you can get delivered. So, so not really much because I haven't been feeling well, and this graphic warning to the listeners and the viewers. I've been eating food, but it's just been going right through me because of my diet change and everything. Because I haven't been really, I've stamped out a lot of sugar from my diet, so it's and my carb intake because it's gone from full sugar drinks. Well, yeah, full sugar drinks like one like this, people. Oh, hang on, where are we? There we go. One like that has 29.6 grams of sugar to one like this. Well, obviously it's sugar free, but it has no grams of sugar. So yeah, and I've been trying to oh well, congratulations. Congratulations, Tracy. Happy for you. Do you have a due date or the sex of the baby? Oh, hello, Matt. Welcome. I got told you were teaching. So, are you just on break? Is it recess, lunch, dinner? What? So, yeah, I've stamped out sugar from my diet. Um, I do these ice creams called Skinny Cow now. I do sugar-free Greek yogurts. So, yeah. Oh, don't know yet. But congratulations,
Sorry, who are we congratulating?
Tracy. She's found out she's going to be a nana for the second time. Tracy
Oh,
Hall.
Tracy, that's awesome. Congratulations, honey. I'm very happy for you.
Oh, I know someone that drinks too much sugary energy drinks, and oh my god! Oh, you have a
What?
few minutes break.
Cool.
So, since changing from full sugar drinks to no sugar drinks and stuff, from a few desserts I have and drinks I have, I've noticed the difference. I have gone from 129 or 130 kilograms down to 128. So, and I have these drinks called Slim Fast over here. So they're helping me slim down a bit. I didn't have one today because it's just been a day of doing bugger all basically. I've been sleeping, just trying to catch up on sleep because with the way that things are been going with my body, it wakes me up through the night and everything. And so, yeah. So other than that, yes, I'm slowly losing the weight, but my surgery's not until November, and I've got the surgeon in July. So see how things are going there. But other than that, nothing really new dish-wise for me. Or oh, hang on, I think I cooked one. I'm not sure. Hang on, let me check.
How nice is my brother? Doesn't even notice when I go missing.
I did notice.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh yes, I made those pies.
Did you want to share the screen?
No, that's all right. That's my latest.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. So that's my latest, basically. But other than that, it hasn't been really much to report on.
No,
Uh, yeah, just keeping trouble out of trouble and
you're
doing
my
my
brother.
own.
You have to be in trouble.
No, no, no. No, apparently I am, but that's all. different subject. But anyway, it has got zucchini in it. It has zucchini, I was going to say zucchini, cucumber, oh my god, zucchini, capsicum, bacon. Hang on, I've got the list here.
Mushroom.
No, I didn't put mushroom in it.
Oh, I thought you did. Sorry.
No, no. I'll find the list. Hang on. Yeah, zucchini, pumpkin, capsicum, brown onion, red onion, corn, bacon, egg. That's what I put in them.
No, Tracy. In comparison to Andy, I suck. My cooking ability is crap. Do you want to show that picture I sent you last night? Okay.
Okay.
As you get it, just don't put it up until I finish this little bit if you find it straight away. Okay. I have not cooked steak in an air fryer like ever. And I haven't cooked steak itself for about 2 years. And I found some cheap steak at the shops yesterday. So I made a dish last night. So you know how you all see how Andy presents his food, nice and neat and all the rest of it? This is mine. Can't see it properly. Hang on. There you go. And what's that? It's cauliflower and risotto, mashed potato, steak, asparagus, and hollandaise sauce. I can't plate up for shit. Okay? You can get rid of it now. That's my effort. So it was very, 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 very yummy because Bird's Eye do a risotto with peas and mushroom. And I asked Andy, being the dir that I am, so I haven't cooked a proper meal like something like that for ages. And so I asked Andy, I said, what do I put with it? You know, it's just a little bit of butter. Yeah, the steak's covered with mash and hollandaise because I can't make
And
mashed potatoes.
asparagus.
Oh, and asparagus, yes. Oh, thank you, Matt. Matt is such a sweetheart. No wonder why I love him to bits. He's a very good, loyal friend. And so like I said, and I do appreciate all of you that have subscribed and still come in here and listen to me, regardless of all the shit that went down a couple of months, about over a month ago. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? Because, like, I'll be honest with all of you, and I know I shouldn't bring it up again, but I will. I may have been out of line with what I said about a certain individual. But the thing is, though, is that, you know, I would have gone to this particular individual privately, but due to the fact that he had blocked me from being able to message him on Messenger and then decided to block me offline as well, I needed my voice heard. And maybe I should have just done it on my channel and been done with it. But it comes down to the fact that whether you're being well, I've been a victim of being bullied my whole life. All right. So anytime someone bullies me in the past, I used to just sit back and fold my arms, stamp my feet, and crack the shits about it, but I wouldn't crack the shits at them. And I would stay quiet. And now it comes down to the fact that I have a platform now where if someone is going to disrespect me, and especially if this person is respected by a lot of people, I'm sorry, but I'm going to speak up because I'm not going to be one of those people. Yes, I did, Matt. And the channel I chose to speak up on probably wasn't the best idea in the world to speak up on that channel. But at the same time, if this person that had bullied me actually took the responsibility and thought, by telling this person, like, okay, if I'm a guest on someone's channel, I would do I will respect their rules. But when they want to make me feel as though I need to lie to people by saying I'm okay when I'm not. You know what I mean? Because that's bullshit. You know, I've got now, as far as I know, I've got 500. Last time I checked how many subscribers I had 546. I don't know how many I have now. I haven't checked in a while. But either way, I'm not going to lie to 546 people, whether they watch this live or they watch this on replay, and then come onto my channel and say, well, actually, guys, I'm not okay. I'm actually a wreck. You know, they're not going to really take anything I'm going to say and take it as, you know, good and truthful, because they're listening to me on that other channel and I'm saying that I'm fine, or I have to ignore people when they would ask how my hands were or how my eyes are going or anything like that. I would have to lie or ignore. And like I said, okay, there are people that have come to me and said, oh, you went about it the wrong way.
Oh, there you go.
Maybe
You've got 556 subscribers.
oh, wow. Thank you, Kerry. Like I said, I probably went the wrong way about it. But if that person hadn't have blocked me and actually sat down with me, or not sat down with me in person, because I don't want to be in the same vicinity. It's bad enough I'm in the same country as him. But the thing is, though, I would have gone to him. But since I had that little outburst, and on my channel I've had another outburst. But what I'm saying is, since then, I've had people come to me and say, you've done the wrong thing. You shouldn't have done it the way you did it. How else was I supposed to get my voice heard? And having people think that it's okay that this particular individual, who was and probably still is highly respected in the YouTube community, fuck knows how, but he is. And the thing is, though, is the fact that if I let him get away with it for close to a year of speaking to me like shit. And the thing is, though, as well, is the fact that I didn't want people thinking that if I could put up with him treating me like shit, I'm going to put up with it from other people, because I'm not anymore. I'm not that little kid who can stand by and allow people to call me names, tell me what I can say and what I can't do. And especially then passing that on and saying what I can and can't say on my own fucking channel. And then sitting back and going, I wasn't a bully to her. If you can't take responsibility, if I said, for example, if I said, Tracy Walker, you're going to be a grandmother again. Okay. And I said something insulting, that is amazing, by the way. But then if I'm saying it as an example, but if I said something disrespectful to her and she found that hurtful, who am I to turn around to her and saying, oh, well, if I upset her and she PM'd me after the live and said, Tammy, what you said about me in your live really hurt me. And I then turn around and said to her, no, I didn't. Do you think I think personally that in itself is not necessarily, what's the word? Not a criminal. It's a criminal offence, but it's not one that can get you arrested and charged. But it is an offence to the person that if you're insulting somebody and they're hurt by it, the polite thing to do is apologise to that person. You don't then take on and say, oh, I never upset you. I didn't hurt you. What are you talking about? That's disrespecting them, not only as a person, but disrespecting if you had any kind of friendship or any kind of compassion for them at any stage. You've basically just pushed that out the window and pushed it far away, and the wind's just picked it up and taken it elsewhere. If you can't take responsibility of when you're an arsehole to someone, but you're going to go tell other people about things that I've done that you've been told I've done, but instead of, again, coming to me and talking to me about it, you send me a horrible message saying, I'm very disappointed in you. Well, I'm disappointed in that individual.
Yes.
So,
can we move on from that individual, please?
Yes.
Because we don't want to bring the chat down.
Oh,
if people choose
sure.
all I'm going to say is, people choose to go and still support him, that's their choice.
Exactly, that's their choice.
I personally
But just
wouldn't.
please be careful. That's all I'm going to say. But no, we'll talk about something a bit more upbeat and happy, such as Tracy being a grandmother again. That is so awesome. I'm so happy for you, Tracy. When you find out what it's going to be, please, if it's going to be a boy or a girl or an alien, let me know. When I say an alien is because, all babies look like aliens when they're first born. I can't say what I look like as a baby because there's no baby photos of me. And I
Well,
know there's not because I've, huh?
there is, but
No, there's not because I went through all of Nana's photo albums and there weren't any, Andy.
mm,
So there's not.
mm,
It is so. What's the temperature here in Adelaide at the moment, Andy? Because it's fucking hot.
24.
24. Okay, I'm going to open up my back door after this live and let my house air out a bit. I'm sorry, Tracy. I didn't mean that in a mean way. I'm so sorry. Even though she wrote, knowing me, it will be an alien. But no, I appreciate all of you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. But no, but like I said, so okay. I don't know what to talk about now.
What do they think?
Uh, what do you mean, Asadasa? What do you mean stop? Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yes.
But no, okay, let's talk about this. This is something that might interest a lot of people, but it might not. I apologize if it doesn't. Bob Saget, the father of DJ and Stephanie Tanner in the TV show Family Full House, passed away. Now, the thing that people are saying that he fell and hit his head on the marble flooring in his bathroom of his hotel suite. People are saying he had a fractured skull that is only consistent with blunt force trauma to the head. But a recent report has come out that he actually had a fall on the carpet in his hotel room. So people out there in the YouTube world and in the world in general are thinking that Bob Saget was murdered. I don't know what to think in that situation, but as in like his cause of death, but all I do know is that it's a huge, huge loss to the entertainment world, and same with Betty White when she passed away. A massive, massive when she passed away. That was a huge hole that was left in the TV world as well. So yeah, but like I said, I've been watching a lot about the Bob Saget passing, but then they say that he was found unresponsive in his bed by the maids because he wasn't heard from in the morning or whatever, and they went up and did a welfare check and he was dead in his bed. No blood was found at the scene, so I'm pretty sure if there was any kind of blunt force trauma to the head from an imposter, so to speak, I'm pretty sure there would have been blood found at the scene. And there was no footage of seeing anyone coming or going apart from Bob Saget. There was no one seen coming and going from his hotel room. And I think from memory, he was on the 14th floor, so it's not like someone could just like climb, scale the building and climb through the window and go, hey, Bobby.
Mm.
Yes. So did I, Donnie. I want to collect Full House and Fuller House.
Yeah,
But yeah.
Tracy Walker, Shane Warne's passing was a shock. That is true. It was a
Oh,
total
yes.
shock.
Yeah, I was thinking who else was there. Yeah, and Shane Warne. And for those who don't know
Who Shane Warne is? He
who
was a
Shane Warne,
cricketer.
he's an Australian cricketer. He was known as, was it the spinner?
I think so. I don't know.
Oh, whatever his nickname was. Yeah, he passed away. Um,
Razor Ramon for the wrestling fans out there. Scott Hall.
what happened to him?
He had a blood clot from a hip replacement,
Yeah,
and
oh, I
then
didn't travel up to.
and he ended up having 3 heart attacks from it, and then put on life support. And then his family decided to take him off life support. He only passed away on Monday,
Shit, how old was he?
63.
Oh, so still very young.
Mm. Yeah, so he's recently passed away. Yeah.
Mm.
What's his? Yeah, when I was talking to my friend in the
I
UK,
said, Nata, that's not. People have died that have never died before.
that is true.
Mm.
Yeah, Rod Marsh is another one. He had
Who's
a
got? Oh
he was,
yes,
he was a cricketer as well.
yeah. Didn't he die of a heart attack?
I think so.
That's what Mum told me. I can't remember if it was that or something. But
But
yeah.
he had his memorial service here in Adelaide today.
Oh, did he? Okay. Oh, and Meatloaf.
Yeah, Meatloaf.
There's so many, but the thing is though, like I know this is a true crime channel, and I'm sorry, I've jumped all over the fucking track today with a lot of topics. So I'm sorry if there's some of you that have been even the beginning and can't keep up. I'm so sorry, but no, this is what my channel's all about. Talk about this, upset some people, change the subject. So he was a singer that and died. He did play in Fight Club.
Yes. He also was in Rocky Horror.
Who are we talking about?
Meatloaf.
Oh, Meatloaf was in Spice World.
Hmm.
He was their bus driver.
Oh, but there you go.
Sorry, keep talking for a sec. I just got to quickly read something.
That's all
I'll be
good.
back.
Yeah.
I'll be
Okay.
back.
Yeah. So yeah, they say it comes in threes, and unfortunately, it doesn't. Yeah. It's just sad to see all these people like Shane Warne. He was just like that one just popped up out of the blue, out of nowhere. It's like, oh, okay, sure, we'll play along. And yeah, because I was saying to my mum the other day that Rod Marsh passed away in the morning of the 4th of March, and then Shane Warne passed away in the afternoon of the 4th of March. So yeah, Sydney Portier.
Who's that?
He was in Guess Who's Coming to Dinner.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Sorry. Yes, yes, yes. It's
Yeah.
just amazing how, not amazing, like, Andy, do you still have your own channel? And if so, what's it about? Oh,
I do
pump your
still.
food thingy.
Yeah, well, hang on.
I'll let you
Um,
do that.
it's going to be more so. Hang on. I'll get it. Hang on, guys. Sorry.
Well, you're a mod, so you can post it.
Uh, 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 uh,
Excuse me.
pig.
Pretty intelligent girl, that's me. Sorry. But no, okay. No, I'm not going to. Is there any? Okay, I asked this before, but I'll ask it again. Is there anyone that wants to come up here? Anybody's welcome.
That is true.
Uh, there you
But
go.
there's a link, people, to my Facebook channel. Well, not really a channel, but page about my cooking and everything. So if you want to come along and join me on my food journey, it's right there for you all.
You know
Give
what
it
we
a
should
like.
do?
What should we do?
One of these days, we should do a live here. Hang on. Sorry.
We don't know where yet. Yes, we should do a live of a cooking part segment. Yes.
No, it's all good. But like what was I going to say? I think what needs to happen is that one night when you're on panel here too, and I'll try and get about 3 or 4 people to come up here that are fans of your cooking, and each of them are going to actually offer you, providing it's nothing cooked with freaking saffron, guys, because that stuff's expensive. We're going to give you a list of things to cook with, and then when you do a live with cooking, like a cooking segment or something, you've got to try and create something with a list of things someone gives you.
It says contents not available. I'm trying to think. Well, if you type into Facebook Andy's Woo's Kitchen and it's got the kitchen picture of the pies, that should come up. So if you type in
All right, give me a sec. Stay there. Well, you're going to have to anyway, but I'll be back in a sec. I'm going to type it in.
okay,
What's it called?
it's called Andy Woo's Kitchen.
Kitchen. Is Andy Woo's one word?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I've got it. Okay. Yeah, it's okay, guys. Yep, Andy's right. If you type in Andy Woo's Kitchen, right, but there's no apostrophe with after the yeah. So Andy's Woo's Kitchen. If you type that into Facebook, you'll find it. Yeah, don't move, Andy. Tracy likes my idea.
Well, how about we do that now? Okay, if everyone that is in
we'll
chat,
we'll do it next fortnight when you've actually got money to buy the stuff.
no, I'm going shopping tomorrow.
Okay, so all right, how many ingredients do you reckon we should give Andy to cook with? And keep in mind that he can use, like they do on Master Chef, which we missed tonight.
Oh, no, that starts tomorrow. Today's Thursday.
Yeah, sorry, guys. So what we can do is we can give him a list of, say, okay, if anyone wants to play this game, this is a game we're going to play, guys. So if you want to play this game with us, please don't write in the comments what you want to use.
WOO.
All right. If you want to play this game very, very briefly and very, very quickly, you need to pop up on panel. That's the only condition. You don't have to show your face. You just have to be able to talk on panel like you're having a phone call.
And I'll write the list down for
All
tomorrow's
right.
shop.
Okay.
Oh, 3 main ingredients. Someone says 3, someone says 4.
No, we're not. No. You've got to pop up here, guys, and say it. Because it's very hard to keep an eye on chat as well as what I'm doing every other.
Well, I can keep an eye on chat. It's fine.
All right. Well, then if you want to pop up here and actually give no, we're not going to give how many ingredients he can cook with. You've got to actually give him the ingredients he can cook with. But keep in mind, he can still use the staples like bread, butter, not bread, milk. Okay, butter, what's the staples I have on flour? Yeah, so milk, butter, flour, eggs. Is that a staple?
Yeah.
Eggs. And I don't recall the rest of the staples. I'm sorry.
Vinegar.
Okay, yes. Like basic stuff you'd have at the house. But you need to give him stuff he has to buy from the shop. All right? Oh, Kitty Witty found it.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah. So if you can think of, say, 6 ingredients he can use that he has to buy from the shops, feel free to sound them out. You can't tell him what you want him to make. All right? It's just ingredients that you guys in chat. Actually, because there's 13 of you. Oh, God, that's a bit stupid.
No, not 13. We'll go 5 ingredients. 5 ingredients.
5 ingredients. All right. So if you can think of 5 things that he has to cook and he has to use all of them. All right. So he's going shopping with our mother tomorrow. So what's going to happen is if you give him the 5 ingredients that he has to cook with, and like I said, he has to use all 5 of them, then let's go. If you want to actually be the one that gives Andy all 5 ingredients, you can click the link and you can pop up here and suggest it. But keep in mind, if there is something that you do mention that, as much as you might think it sounds horrible, something that my brother is allergic to, he has the right to can it and say no. He gets
Okay, there's
3
one.
vetoes.
Okay, potatoes. What kind of potatoes? White, sweet potato, or green? Okay,
Green
potatoes.
onions, which is basically spring onion. Oh, wow. Okay, so you've been given potatoes, green onions, mushrooms. Two more ingredients, guys. There has to be a protein in there somewhere.
Okay, can it be what kind of mushrooms? Brown.
Okay, I think when they say potatoes, I think they can leave that up to you. Or should we make it that you have to decide, guys? Well, oh, and my hands are feeling better, but I wouldn't be able to do this, so don't ask me to ever do this.
Okay, we need two
I've
more.
already seen something in my head what you can make.
So do I. But still, I need.
How funny would it be? Do you want to write in the private chat what I'm thinking?
No.
Thanks, Andy. All right, 2 more ingredients, guys. Chicken. Donnie and Tracy both said chicken.
Okay, what kind of chicken? Is it chicken thigh, chicken
Thigh,
breast?
chicken drumsticks, chicken wingettes. You
That
guys
is
need to
one
be.
thing
I hate to be a pain. That is something that you need to be a little bit specific on when you say things. So if you say potato, what potato? When you say mushrooms, what kind of and rice? There you go. There's your 5 ingredients. That's
Okay, done.
1, 2, 3,
Oh, someone said
4.
coriander.
Yeah, and then
Any
there's
chicken.
rice
Okay, okay, I'll add coriander.
and
Okay.
and rice. Did you want to add rice or do you want to leave that?
Yeah,
Well,
no, I'll
okay.
add rice.
All right. We're done, guys. Thank you for playing that little game. I'm hoping you enjoy it.
Okay, I've got the list. And
Oh,
I'll get that stuff tomorrow and I'll make a dish over the weekend and I'll post a picture
no, you
to.
wait till we come. No, you can come back in here or with me on the, what do you call it? Next week if I decide to do another live, or I could come back tomorrow night if I don't do the whole live tonight. Oh, wow. Just dropped freaking down to 9 people. Yes. All good. All right. So what can happen is, hang on. All right. Now, how many of you in here would be prepared to come back, say,
I'll just take
tomorrow
a.
night, or
I'll take a
take a
photo and
photo?
then.
Yeah, take a photo. It's easier. Yeah.
Okay, so the list is potato.
Yeah, hang on. What kind of potato? Like,
Well, I'll just go
did we
sweet
decide on what
potato.
potato?
I'll go sweet potato.
No. Okay, sweet potato and mushrooms. I'm going to choose that white sliced ones or brown. Okay, hang on a sec
Brown.
before you do anything. No, wait. Donnie, what onions. What mushrooms do you want him to use, or does he get to choose the onions he can use?
Mushroom.
Because he's using, but the thing is, because the spring, hang on, potato, mushrooms. What
Mushroom.
yeah, what mushrooms is Andy allowed to use for this recipe?
Brown or white?
Brown, white, Swiss, oyster. There's a lot of different mushrooms out there, sweetheart. I just thought of something that you can make. I thought of something that no,
No, leave it with me.
no. I'm just thinking for myself. All good. Donnie, what mushrooms do you want him to use?
That's if Donnie's still here.
Yeah, Donnie, you still here, Doc?
But
Neither can I, Tracy, because Tracy's like a chicken that used to run around, but yeah, he'll use dead chicken, so it's all good. Okay, if Donnie doesn't end up replying, I'm gonna just say it's option open for what mushrooms you use.
that's fine. I've got
No, I'm
perfect.
just saying because there might be a specific mushroom that they want you to use. A chicken that used to run around but doesn't anymore. All right, Donnie, he's going to use any kind of mushroom, sweetheart. So unless you come in and say something different before I end the live, then that's the way it will be. I'm sorry. All right. So what do we have on the list, Sandy? Sorry.
Sweet potato, spring onion,
Mm.
mushroom, chicken, rice, and coriander.
Mm-hmm. And you have your staples and stuff, though, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, and I'm going to include 2 extra staples, salt and pepper.
Yeah, that's an automatic staple.
Okay. All right. Oh, all
Okay.
good.
I'm just rewriting the list.
Into
So
your phone.
no, so it's neater.
Okay. You can actually write neat. I'm in shock.
Surprising.
I know. I'm in shock.
I don't know.
Oh, fucking hell. All right, guys. Andy, do you want to call it a night? Because I'm
Okay,
getting a little bit tired and I need a nap before I go late night shopping. And my
okay,
phone,
guys.
well, I don't need to, but my phone's burning up, but, getting hot. And I can't go into my room because it'll sound like I'm in a tunnel. Uh-huh. Um, like I said before, and I know I keep bringing this up on every single live that I do, but why not? It's my channel. If you wish to donate to help me keep my channel up and running, please, because just think of it this way: if you help me make money monthly, I can then upgrade to full on StreamYard, and I can actually then have better backgrounds than I've got now. Because when you're on the basic, you don't get those kinds of choices. It's fucked up. You get to keep a black background, and that doesn't attract anybody, especially when you're on YouTube and you're in the dark mode. It's just that. But yeah, so if you can help in any way, please do. But again, do not feel fucking obligated or anything like that. But the offer, anything helps these days. But yeah, and also I'm not just that. I'm also trying to raise money before I turn 40, so I can go do something for my 40th. It's not till June, but as we can tell, we're halfway through March already, guys. So time's a ticking. Yes, that's it. Yes, there you go. Annie Woo's kit. Yes. All right, cool. All right, do you want to say anything?
In a minute, hang on.
Okay. But yeah,
Yeah.
so if you can help, happy birthday for Monday, Utter Nutter. I hope you have an amazing birthday, sweetheart, and I hope you get to spend it with your family and your loved ones and friends and party hardy.
Oh, there you go.
Go. Oh, here we go. Uh, be back. I've got to get my sons up for school. Donnie, I'm actually ending the live, sweetheart. Sorry. Oh, thank you, Utter Nutter. That's very sweet of you, honey. But
She'll go
like I said,
halves with me, so I'm here, so
no,
I get half.
no, no. You want to raise money, you do it on your channel. I raise money on my own for myself because I'm a bitch. Oh.
Rude, I
But
know.
like I said, if you are going to donate at any point in time to me on my channel, all proceeds go to me. None goes to my brother because no. But my point being, though, is the fact that I never, ever, 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 ever want anyone to donate if they can't,
It's
or
not
feel like
Akhenaten's
they're
birthday.
pressure, or feel it's what?
It's not Nutta's birthday.
Oh, sorry. But like I said, I just want people to know that there is never, ever any peer pressure into donating. There's never any peer pressure to come on panel. There's no pressure to even be in my chat if you don't want to be. You know what I mean? So please, when you're in here, feel free to say whatever you want. But if I find that you're being disrespectful, that's where I might have to, well, that's where I will draw the line. And like, I had
Yes.
this rule from the very beginning. Everyone's entitled to an opinion. But please, regardless of what else is going on in YouTube, all I ask is that you be respectful to other creators, even if I'm not. Don't be like me. If you want to say something horrible about another creator, find me on Facebook and talk to me through there and talk to me that way.
Yeah.
But like I said,
Anyway, while you wrap it up, I'm just going to say I'm going now, people. Take care. Thank you for spending a bit of your time with me while Tammy ducked off those times. But you all take care, and I will be posting pictures on my um, cooking page.
channel page up.
So go there, have a look at the end result. If not, if you can't find it, I'll be showing pictures on here next time Tammy goes live.
Yeah.
But I've got a few things in mind what I'm going to be cooking. Not telling Tammy. It's going to be a
Of course
surprise
you
to
won't.
everyone. So till next time, take care of yourselves and each other. And yeah, look after yourselves and bye for now from me. Bye, guys.
See you, woo. Thank you.
That's right. Bye, guys. Yeah,
Bye.
keep safe as well.
Okay, as I was saying, I don't want anyone to ever feel pressured to donate to me because, you know, last time I was collecting money to get a excuse me, to get a laptop, but then issues went with my eyes, and then I have issues with my hands. Not so much now, but like I said, it's only been a few days, guys. So it's only been 4 days without excruciating amount of pain. So time will tell. But like I said, I would like to be able to save up for a laptop again. But also, more than anything, I want to try my hardest. Okay, is to try and save enough money so then when COVID has completely fucked off from Adelaide or Australia or the world, actually, I would actually like to try and start saving money to be able to go to Melbourne and be able to say goodbye to my friend. But, you know, unfortunately, PayPal only holds the money for a certain amount of time. So, what I would have to do, which I might have to do if I start getting a few donations again, I may have to open up a separate bank account and be able to put the money in there and have it there and stay there until I get enough money to be able to do the travel to Melbourne, to be able to go, be able to, like I said, say goodbye to my friend. But that's going to cost a lot of money. Anyway, thank you all so much for being in here. Thank you all so much for not unsubscribing to my channel and sticking around and actually being patient with me, putting up with me when I've had bad moments, putting up with me when I've been down and out. You guys are absolutely amazing. And if there was a way I could thank each and every one of you, I would. But I can't because I don't actually know who all my subscribers are. Because for some reason, I can't see them. I can see that I've got 556, but I can't actually see for sure who who each and every one of them are. But I appreciate all of you. You all have made this comeback fun. And I appreciate all of you. I would actually be lost if I didn't have you guys. So thank you. Yeah. So until next time, keep safe. Like Andy said, look after yourself and each other. Don't forget to tell people that you care about, that you do care about them, because tomorrow's never promised. Don't live in regret. Do one thing every day that scares you, because then that way you won't wake up one day and go, I wish I did that. If only I was young again, I could have done that. Or if I wish I did this, or I wish I did that. Do them now while you can. before, the whole world fucks up and we're in lockdown again because another fucking virus has broken out somewhere. But like I said, I love you all. If you need to get in touch with me at all, my email is in the about section. Please feel free to email me. Just let me know in the subject that you're from my channel, so I don't think it's that random triple X Asian porn. Not that there's anything wrong with porn, but I'm not interested in that shit at all. Makes me sick. But yeah, so until next time, I hope you all have a nice day, morning, evening, wherever you happen to be in your part of the world. And again, thank you all so much. I'm not sure 100% wise when I'll be live again because, sometimes things do get a little bit hard for me in times. And sometimes, like I just sometimes need a break. But I promise you all that if I need a break again, yeah, me too, Tracy. Don't worry. Every time I look in the mirror, I'm like, fuck, I'm glad I don't have any in this house apart from in the bathroom. But I make sure I have baskets of clothes around there so I can't get close enough to see my ugly head. But as I was saying, until next time, if I do decide to go on a bit of a break again, I'll make sure that I let you guys know. But yeah, sometimes, like I said, I've had people say to me that I was out of line for what I did to that particular individual. But like I said, never ever, if you're in here now or watching this on replay and you need to voice about something, please know that you have a safety net here, and I will be glad to have you on my panel and you can talk about whoever, but you need to let me know prior to coming up on panel. Even if you hold up a piece of paper and in black, bold letters you tell me who you're going to talk about, then I know. But yeah, I do actually, as enough, I already do think of you guys as therapy. You guys actually help me a lot. It's like, hi, I'm Tammy and I'm a complainaholic. But yeah, I'm going to go because this phone is really hurting my hand because it's so fucking hot. But until next time, guys, you know my saying, I'm hoping you all do. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Take care.